Hey, everybody, welcome back. I hope all of you are doing well and staying safe. I am getting a little stir crazy here, but I'm hoping for the best. And guess what? We have our co host Carol with us today. She's going to be taking over this episode of our podcast, Yet Here I Am. Today we will be presenting Q, C, and R on Fake Friend.
Oh, hello, everybody. Yes, I am Carol, and we're so glad to be able to answer questions, comments, and reactions to the Fake Friend podcast. So, let's get started. All right, our first comment, or whatever this is, comes from Megan, M-E-G-A-N, Megan. She says, "Hello, Rochelle. You say Marlene was a friend from an online game. Did you have any idea she was a Looney Tune? Did she ever tell you anything about her past life? Maybe all that happened to her was not so unusual. She sounds like a piece of work." She was. "You are noble for letting her stay with you for so long. She probably didn't even appreciate it. I knew someone like her, she robbed me blind. One day I went to work, came home, and all my stuff was gone. I mean, all of it. I couldn't believe it. I called the police, and they came, took a report, but she was never found." Maybe it's the same one.
Yeah.
"We think she left the state as well. It's such a shame that we trust people, bring them into our home when they need it. Then look what happens." Yeah, right. Bend over. "You and I are too kind, my friend." And that's from Megan. All right.
That's funny. Megan, that's hilarious. I love it. No, she never. The only thing she told me about her past life was like everything was bad. And so it was like a woe is me, wham, 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 this happened to me, and oh, it was so horrible, and all that. That's all I knew. She was just full of it. And she was a piece of work. And Carol, I'm going to kill you if you don't start humming. Stop humming. And
Sorry.
she didn't. I don't think she appreciated it at all. And I'm sorry that you got robbed, because that's absolutely crazy.
Yeah,
I would have kicked her butt up and down the street if she'd have stole from me. But thank you so much for your comment and your question, Megan.
Thanks so much, Megan. All right, our next one comes from Aaliyah, and she says, "I tried to help someone out like that. I went to work daily, and she stayed home to babysit my kids, and I would pay her. One day she came home, and she was in bed with my 16-year-old son. I was so shocked I didn't know what to say or do. I wanted to kill her and him at the same time. I took all her shit out and tossed it down the stairs, and she left with nothing but shorts and t-shirt. I didn't give a damn." Wow.
Oh, geez, Aaliyah.
Gee.
Oh,
Yeah, that's statutory rape.
yes. Yeah, that's bad. I feel sorry for, your son, because, he was a victim.
Yeah, he was.
And he was too young to, even know better, really. But that's crazy. I can't believe it. You should have asked back every dime that you gave her. You should have asked for her back from that cow. But yeah, I'm glad you showed her the way out the door. That was really good. Thank you so much for sharing that, Aaliyah.
Yeah, thanks, Aaliyah. Wow. I'd like to know how you actually handled your son. I hope you all had a little talk there after that. Oh, well, maybe I won't go into that. All right, moving right along. This one is from Kylie, and she says, she or he? I don't know. Anyway, this person, Kylie, says, "Hi, I wanted to ask if you knew how much she took for the first job. I mean, if it's a fast food joint, she couldn't have gotten much. I wonder if they had cameras. I know Sears has them. Why did they wait so long to fire her? You're lucky she didn't rob you blind." I know why she didn't rob you blind, because I know Rochelle and she would. Okay, if I were you, I would have tossed her out onto the street. I'm not as kind-hearted as you are. Glad you got rid of her.
Thank you so much, Kylie. That was a good comment and a question, right? So no, I was never told how much she took from Steak and Shake. I have no idea, but like you said, it was only a fast food joint, so it couldn't have been much, but it's not the point. Stealing is stealing. It's still wrong no matter the amounts. But yeah, I don't know, but Sears I know have them as well, and I do not know why they waited so long. I don't know, maybe their cameras weren't working, I don't know. But your guess is as good as mine, and I am very lucky she didn't rob me blind. But yeah, if she would have robbed me blind, she'd have been done for.
You would have taken her furry little ass and you would have mopped the floor with it. I know this. Well, I kind of figured that, they waited so long to fire her because maybe they were gathering more evidence on her to show that it wasn't just a one-time grab and run. It right. Was she took more and more and more and. Oh, well, anyway, thank you, Kylie. Appreciate that question. And yeah, that's great. All right. Well, and the next one is from Sophia. And she says, "Wow, this story is nuts. She sounds like a total nightmare. Did she ever steal anything from you? I would not be surprised if she had. That's just nuts." I could just say that, refer to the previous. We know what Rochelle would have done with her furry ass.
Yeah, and no, I didn't find anything that she had ever stole from me. If it was something that wasn't of any importance, because I would have noticed. You issued her a warning there too, I believe. Yeah, she messed with me and she was done. And the only thing she did leave us was crap load of crap.
Dirty underwear.
Yeah, her dirty drawers.
Okay, that's for another time.
Right.
Oh yeah. Okay, Sophia, we do appreciate you commenting here.
Thank you.
Yeah, and okay, the next one is from Evie. When she started finding money on the way home, I would have wondered as well, like, what the fuck is she walking? So, oh, excuse me, now I know. Like, where the fuck is she walking so I can walk there and find big bucks? Don't we all? She was full of shit saying she had a boyfriend who came to the store. She's a sneaky thing. I wish she would have gotten caught. Well, so do we.
Yeah, Evie. I wish she would have got caught too. And I thought about that too, what you just said. You wanted to know where she was walking so you could pick up some money. I thought about that myself. I was like, damn, I walked over that bridge and I ain't never got that damn lucky. And it's funny because the overpass is what she was walking over the freeway. So people usually don't walk there. You're not supposed to because it's over the freeway. But she had to venture that way because Sears was on the other side. So I'm thinking, well, I'm going to walk over that way, Man, where's she finding this money? But after that $100 bill, that first 100, I knew she was doing something she ain't had no business. I knew it. But thank you so much for your comment. We appreciate it.
Yes, thanks, Evie. All right, our next one is from Lizzie. And she says, she asked, did you ever talk to any of her family? If you had any of their numbers, I would have called them up and let them know what the hell she's been up to. They may even know where to find her so they can turn her in. You should have slapped the shit out of her. Probably.
Oh, Lizzie, thank you for that one. Yeah, I should have slapped the crap right on out of her. She talked about her family, but like they all mistreated her and like they all wrote her off and didn't want anything to do with her.
Poor thing.
But
she was the victim.
Yeah, she played the victim.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, she sure did. And if I would have had some phone numbers, I would have given them a call. But no, she never let me know nothing about nobody. Just her mama mistreated her all her life, and her sisters and brothers won't talk to her. Her children won't talk to her. You know, and Uncle Bob sends her $27,000. Yeah.
Oh boy, yeah. Good old Uncle Bob. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Lizzie. Appreciate the question.
Thank you.
And the comment there. Yeah, she should have slapped them. Yeah, okay. Next, I have one from Victoria. She says, no wonder she was living in a place with no water or utilities. She probably didn't pay her bills. Oh, duh. She blamed it on the landlord, but I bet it was her that didn't pay him. Bank on that. What a horrible person she seems to be. She is a fraud and needs to be locked up for good. You're right, Victoria. I wish she would.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, Victoria, I believe that, you know, after everything's said and done now, I understand. And I believe totally that was her responsibility and she didn't take care of it. So that's why they sent her on her way, and she was living like that, living like an animal with her son. It's ridiculous. And she did put it off all on the landlord, but it was her. It had to be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It had to be. Her day will come, Victoria. Her day will come.
It certainly will. Karma's a bitch.
Thank you so much for that comment. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks so much, Victoria. The next one is from Amy. And this one, I love it. She says, Uncle Bob my ass. There was no Uncle Bob. It was probably those towel heads. Okay, I'm going to read it. I did not write this. Amy wrote this, okay? But yes. I'm going to read it. It was probably those towel heads that had her cash that check. You know, the ones who call you up out of the blue and send emails saying you have money waiting on you. Just reply with your information and a check for $350. Total bullshit. They need to go back where they came from. Honey, I think they are where they came from. They're calling there. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm going to be censored for sure. I know I am. One of them motherfuckers probably brought COVID-19 here. I don't trust them as far as I can throw them. Oh, thank you, Amy.
Thank you, Amy. Oh,
we couldn't have written it better ourselves. By the way, how's that warranty on your car? You need a new warranty? How about paying off your student debt? I got a phone call like that today. We pay
let them pay it off.
New rules come out. We pay student debt.
Yeah.
Okay, Amy, this is great. I love it. I just love it.
Yes, Amy, thank you.
Yeah. The next interval is brought to us by Tommy. And she says, Uncle Bob? Really? She only knew him as Uncle Bob, and she was his niece. She is a fool. She's a liar too, but she really picked a simple name, didn't she? The detectives probably knew she was full of it. That just wasn't a good lie, that's for sure. You're right, Tommy. Yeah, we get a laugh out of Uncle Bob, I tell you.
Right, that's
Hi,
so
Uncle
dumb.
Bob. What's his last name? Well, I don't know. I only knew him as Uncle Bob. How old the hell are you anyway?
Right. She was well over 40, acting like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, never asked any questions
Should've-
about what's that. Oh, Lord.
And it was funny because the detective asked her. She said, Uncle Bob, and he said, well, what's Bob's real name? And she said, we call him Uncle Bob. I don't know his last name or his real name. The detective was looking at her like, really? That was
Yeah, we're
classic.
gonna believe that one. Mm-hmm.
Thanks so much, Tommy. We appreciate the
Great
comment.
one. That's a great one. Okay, and the next one comes from none other than Uncle Bob.
Uh-oh.
And he says, I almost spit my soda out when you said Uncle Bob. I was laughing so hard. I'm sorry you had to deal with her crazy ass. LOL. Has she ever contacted you back? Uncle Bob. Oh, yeah.
Well, finally, Uncle Bob, it's so good to meet you.
What's your last name?
Right. Do you have a last name, by the
Where
way?
can we get a hold of you? I think the FBI might be looking for you. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. That'll make
Yeah,
them run for sure.
Right. No, she has never contacted me back. If she would have, I'd have been sending them her way.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, our next one is Harry. He says, what a fucking weirdo. She was texting herself? What was wrong with that fool? He says, he asked, was she a white girl?
Oh,
She had to be. They are the only crazy asses to do some stupid shit like that. I take offense to that. I don't know about that. I'm a white girl, and I do some pretty dumb things, but texting myself isn't one of them. Okay, and then he ends it up with, that fool went into the room to text the phone you had. What the hell? That's a good comment. Love it, Harry.
yeah, that was a good one, Harry. Yeah, she was Caucasian. She was a white girl. She, there's a lot of races, I should say, that are a bunch of crazy asses, not just white,
Yeah.
white people.
We're not going to be racial here.
No, we're just going to call people towelheads like up above, whoever did that.
Okay, we're going to take our crazy asses on to the next one. And it comes from Carlos. Okay, hello there. So, a lawyer with no office phone, but has a Google number. Wow, I can't believe she tried that one. She was bound to get caught. She got tied up with some foreigner. That's what it was, big dummy. Yeah, that's just about, yeah. I think that's exactly what happened with her.
I do too. That's ridiculous. That was ridiculous. She was something else, Carlos. Maybe she was like a backyard lawyer, I don't know.
Yeah. He'll call you back, but you have to text him first, and then he'll call you back. But it's on this other phone, and that's in my bedroom. And I say what? That's straight.
Right. What the
Jeez.
hell?
God. Oh, all right. Next one is Livia. Oh, thanks, Livia. She says, laugh my ass off when you said she's probably going to go in there and text herself. And she says, I about died. You are too funny. Sorry, she was a loser friend. Boy, not even a friend. Oh, she's a loser.
Yeah, she pretty much is. And when I said that, I was just like, she's probably going in there to text herself because she probably was. She's an idiot. Who does that? Who goes in there, gets two phones somehow? God, I don't even want to know how. I don't want to know how she got both phones. I should have asked that.
Probably from Uncle Bob.
Daddy Warbucks.
Yeah,
But
right.
yeah, she's a retard. She's probably texting herself back and forth. Maybe she was lonely. I don't know. She's an idiot. That's all I could say.
And Vaughn up next, he says it best here. He says, what a class act she was. You should have beat her ass. Probably.
Thanks, Vaughn. I totally agree.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, exactly. Woo. Oh, and the next one out comes from Betty. And Betty asks, did she ever show up on the game you met her on? If she did, turn that crook in. People like her make the prices shoot up in the stores. I wonder if she robbed anyone where she lived before. You're lucky she didn't take anything from you. I have the feeling you would have knocked her on her ass. Take it to the bank, Betty.
Yeah, Betty. We don't talk to her. We don't see her. We don't even know anything of her. Really, if we did, we would get that information. But it's not like she would give it to us because she'd probably think we were going to turn her in, which we would. And you're right about the prices. These people steal, and we pay for it. The
Exactly.
consumers pay for it.
Oh, yeah. All the time. Oh, thanks, Betty. Appreciate that. All right, our next one is from Cammie. And she says, I had a family member that did that to my mom. Mom had let her live with us because she was homeless. It took about 2 months for us to figure out she was stealing off my mom. When my mom confronted her, they started fist fighting. Oh, I would love to see that. It was so fun to watch. Mom threw her out on her ass. Good for your mom, Cammie.
Yeah, give her a high five for us, Cammie. Good job.
A round of applause.
Right.
Oh boy. Okay. And and the next one, it's from Thomas. Thomas, he says, have you tried to call that number to see if you could get a hold of the lawyer? Laughing his ass off. Or try to talk to Mohammed? He laughs his ass off again. Well, I'll tell you. So Mohammed, a.k.a. Uncle Bob. Maybe that's his last name. Uncle Bob Mohammed.
That would be so funny. That would be so funny. I wish I had thought of that. That would have been classic.
Oh, you know it. Woo! That's a good one, Thomas. You got us laughing our asses off, too. Okay, here we go with Juana. Juana says, no wonder her brother threw her out after 2 days. He was in a hurry to put her on a plane to get her away, wasn't he? Yeah. I wonder what she did to him. Probably dirty underwear. No, I'm really hung up on that. I guess we need to do something about dirty underwear, don't we? Great story, Juana says. Great story. Thanks for sharing. No more Mrs. Nice Guy. And she laughs. Thanks so much, Juana. That's cute.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think it didn't take him long at all to figure out that she was a piece of shit.
Yeah, he didn't want her in his house. He got rid of her.
Oh, hell no. Thanks, Juana. The next one is from Ella, and she says, if I were you, I would have taken. Sorry. If I were you, I would have taken any money she had.
Oh.
She was going to get caught, so you may as well have taken it. I don't think so. Sorry. She says, dumb broad. Did the older lady get her money back? I hope so. That was a lot of money. Oh, thanks, Ella. Sorry, I had a little bit of trouble reading there. I wasn't too sure what you were saying. If Rochelle had if I read it right, what you were saying, if Rochelle had taken that money that Marlene had taken, Rochelle, it would make her a piece of trash just like Marlene.
Yeah, because I knew she wasn't. At first, I didn't know, and I didn't know she even had money from Steak and Shake. I didn't know, so I don't know what she did with that money. But I didn't even know that. She said they fired her because she was too old and she couldn't keep up with the young kids.
Yeah.
But that was it. She never. And then when she started getting that big money, yeah, you can't get involved. And she didn't know Bob's first name, his name, if it was Robert, Bob, she didn't have any idea. So she was up to no good. Best not to mess with it.
Yeah, it was tainted money to begin with.
Oh,
and we don't know.
Lady.
She doesn't know if the older lady got her money back or not. I doubt it. I doubt it. Oh, and there we have, Carmen. The next one is from Carmen. And she says, a lawyer with no phone. Yeah, that's a load of crap. You should have called her from her phone and see if it rang. Laughs. That would have been some funny shit right there. I think when Rochelle was facing this, she's like, what the hell is going on? I think she kind of felt like deer eyes in the headlights,
Yeah.
What the hell?
It was crazy.
Oh, yeah. Crazy. When stuff like this is coming down, I think it just takes a while for you to figure out. And by that time, it's already over, and then where am I? Outside. What'd you say? Oh, dear. Okay. Thanks so much, Carmen. You're right. A load of crap it was. All right, Avery. Avery has something to say here, and he says, I wonder who Uncle Bob was. Well, we think it's Mohammed, but maybe it was her boyfriend from her job. I know you're glad she is gone. Yeah, probably that was him, but
you can no never tell. She was a crook.
Oh, she was. I'm sure she got sucked into something, but you don't get sucked into something that you just realize after a while that, man, this is so wrong. I got to get my ass out of here before I end up in the clink.
Right.
Well, that was really good. Okay, Avery, we thank you. And we want to thank everyone. That was the last of it for now.
Yeah, for now.
I want to say we thank everyone for the questions, comments, and reactions. And we really enjoyed them all, as you can tell. We tend to want to make the best out of some of these crazy things. It's a shame that this happened to Rochelle, but Rochelle didn't lose anything. What she did was out of the goodness of her soul, and she's not to be held culpable for any of it. But some of this stuff is well, I don't know. I can't imagine someone acting like this, being like this, treating other people like this. And
right.
I found $100 or something like that, whatever it was. I found this sticking out of this bush or whatever it is. I think, what? Are you nuts?
Right. Take me there right now. I should have said, take me there.
So anyway, yeah, I'm going to let Rochelle go ahead and close this out, and I want to thank everybody for listening to us and me and my foolishness. And thanks.
Well, we appreciate you, Carol, and it's been fun. This was a fun episode. I got a lot of joy out of it. I wanted to thank everyone for your questions, comments, and reactions. And like I said, I really did enjoy them all. This has been one of the better ones. I really like them. And I have a quote for you guys, of course. I always give you one. And it is, everyone seems normal until you get to know them. See? See? I did good on that quote. I sure did.
Very well on that quote. I hope you never get to know me.
Well, you guys, thank you so much for listening, and you stay safe and take care. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.